We all make certain mistakes in our lives, and those are the points which are learning for us. However, some mistakes do cost us time and money. And I have made these top five career mistakes, which did cost me a lot of time and money. Hello, my name is Pooja Purval. I'm an IT professional and a career growth coach. Today, I'll be sharing my journey and the top five mistakes that I have made along the way, which did cost me a lot of time and in effect money. So the first mistake that I made was not having a career plan. I started somewhere in 2005 with my IT career, and it have been a really good journey for the past 18 plus years. However, when I started, I had no clue of where I'm growing or what is it that I want in next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And that really was the problem in ways that because I didn't know the destination, I couldn't really chalk out the route that I need to take to be there. And because of that, I just drifted with the waves and went along with the flow. I was fortunate to have people surrounding me who gave me good advice every now and then, and that helped me to pick and choose on what I wanted to do at that point in time. However, if I would have had a career plan in place and I would have really given it a thought as to how my next move aligns with my values, passions, interest, it would have had really been a phenomenal journey for me. And I would have had possibly at the next step in the ladder from where I'm today. The second biggest mistake that I made was not having a personal brand. And this was something that I was forced to realize after I didn't got my required career growth, even after doing everything that I could, even after getting exceptional ratings. And still, when I was not considered for a promotion and I checked with my line manager, he told me that I do not have any popularity or presence with the senior management. Nobody really knows me, and everything that I work hard for, I do not really get the visibility for it. And that was an eye opener for me, which was something that really shook me and made me realize that having a personal brand is very, very important because that's how people know you. That's how they consider you for different opportunities as well. Also, when people know you, it's a little easier for your promotions to get approved. And that's when my personal branding journey started, and it's still work in progress. The third mistake that I made along the way was not doing strategic networking. We all need help to grow in our careers and in our life also. Nobody is self sufficient on their own. That is the reason why having right people in your network is very, very important. And I always had this issue with approaching people. I am an introvert, so it used to be very difficult for me to even go and say hi to somebody, forget asking for anything. And that kept me playing small for a very long time until I came across a course by Keith Ferrazzi on networking. And that's where I realized what networking really is and how networking have such positive connotations and how you can use networking to really help other people out and not really make it a selfish endeavor and only keep on taking. So when it becomes a give and take kind of relationship, it really helps both the parties. And that's how I overcame my fear of networking. And then I slowly started talking to people, getting to know them, really build long term, strategic, authentic friendships and relationships that helped me grow in my career after that. So, strategic networking is very, very important. You do not have to be selfish, you do not have to be inauthentic, you do not have to be somebody who you are not. So, just be yourself, but make that effort to reach out to the other person. The fourth mistake that I did was not having a mentor. So we all rely on our managers and maybe our friends and colleagues to show us the right path majority of time. And then maybe when you are really young and have just started, that may really work for you as well. However, as you grow and especially if you want to do any lateral shifts or movement, you actually need to have mentors in your life who could show you what all are the possibilities, who could guide you based on their experiences, who can even give you guidance on what are the skill sets required, and whether you may be a good fit for any particular position or not. And if you have a mentor, it really, really helps, because we always need guidance, and without a mentor, it's difficult to come by. So finding the right mentor for you is also a challenge, but once you have somebody who aligns with your values, your goals, and really takes pride in your success, you have hit the jackpot. So when you find somebody like that, don't let them go, and make an effort to find the right mentor. Now, one mentor across your entire career may not be enough. You may need different people. Like currently, I'm working with three different mentors for different aspect of my life, and you may also have to look at that. So just find the areas where you need help and find some experts in that particular space and ask them to become your mentor to help you. And the fifth mistake that I have made is not investing in my self growth. I have actually always been really big on learning and development, and I used to conduct so many trainings as well. However, I never really considered using that particular passion of sorts to advance me from a career perspective. That was something that I realized possibly 7 years back, when I was in Singapore. And then I really started working on myself, and I started doing trainings, coachings, and skill building based on where I wanted to be in my life. And to do that, obviously, I had to invest on myself. I couldn't really rely on the organization to do everything for me. So I started investing in my personal growth by investing in online courses, by buying books that really helped me, by being in the communities where career growth was considered to be important by everybody, by finding friends and creating my circle of genius who really were looking at the same career goals as me and were willing to walk the path with me by helping me and being accountable and responsible for some of the things along the way. So it's very, very important that you invest in self growth. And the investment is in terms of money, in terms of time, in terms of sometimes even in terms of willpower, self discipline, and emotions. So it's very, very important that you invest in your self growth and don't really rely on your managers or your organization to do everything for you in that regard. So those are the five things that I would give advice to myself on if I could go back and tell my younger self. These would be the five things that I would ask her to improve on and start really early on. What are your life lessons? Would you like to share some with me? Please put those in comments. If you find this video helpful to you in any way, then please share with your friends, colleagues, other people who may get benefited out of it. Do subscribe. See you in the next video.